number one thing I took issue with was the threat on the mound from their pitcher to our player that he's going to drill him, with some expletives mixed in, like colorfully telling a guy you're going to hit a guy on the mound, on the field. It's unacceptable. And, like, I don't think there's anyone in our club that's going to tolerate that or just yield to that. And, I understand what the umpiring crew was trying to do by issuing warnings, but to me, if you're making threats to hit a guy on the baseball field, that's an ejection right there. And they didn't choose to handle it that way. They chose to handle it with warnings. And when they brought us together to talk about it, I made sure that they understood I took issue with the fact that, like, they were simply letting him off with a warning when he's threatening to hit my guy for something he wasn't even in fact doing, which, like, the reality is stealing signs in baseball, it's been going on for 100 years. And it goes on every day. You know what you do? You change your signs if you think somebody's stealing your signs. That's what every team does in those moments. And the reality was, in that moment, there was nobody stealing signs. First base runner on base, we didn't have signs. We weren't stealing signs. I understand, like, not liking somebody stealing your signs. But that's really where I took issue, and that's where my frustration was, because I felt that should have been handled differently from the umpiring crew. And, we're not going to yield, and we're not going to bow to that.
What was it in particular that set Doc off?
I think probably the last comment I made, and I think that's, simply put, like, I voiced how I felt about, like, what their player had done and what we had done at that point in time. And I said it probably dripping with a little bit of sarcasm.
Has there been any contact between you and Doc since you both left the game?
No.
Do you expect this to be a lingering thing for the rest of the series?
Sure hope not. I mean, at the end of the day, like, here's what the true story is in my mind right now. They beat us to death on the baseball field tonight. They've beaten us repetitively on the baseball field. They're the best team in the National League West right now. They're the reigning, defending NL champs. Like, we got a long way to go. And right now it's about winning series against them. Pretty soon it's going to be about winning seasons against them.